Come on, Ref. Hey, everybody, this is Harlynn Bush. I'm here with
Ben Parsons.
Ben Parsons. Yes, yes. So, Ben, we're going to talk a little bit about the Browns.
Yeah.
I know that last game was a little bit out of control.
Yeah, for sure.
Thought we was gonna win and they didn't win. So
Yeah.
let's do like a little recap.
All right. Yeah. No. So I think I don't really know what went on with them. It's like they kind of I think when Nick Chubb scored that touchdown late in the game and they had less than 2 minutes left and no timeouts, they kind of just oh, this game's over. Whatever. They were just basically out there. They didn't be really seem like they were trying anymore. And in the NFL, that's what you can't do. You can't just not try. Like anything could happen. If you're in the NFL, you're there for a reason. No matter if you're on a good team or a bad team, you got to be one of the best in the world. So
Mhm.
to even be out there in the NFL, that means they can make some pretty crazy plays happen at any time. So the game's never really over, as we've seen in years in the past. Look, Tom Brady came back in the Super Bowl. So many crazy comebacks have happened. You really got to go all the whole game to the very end.
Literally the very end.
Yeah,
And teams ain't giving up now. They're
no,
really fighting because they
no,
gotta feed their family. They gotta feed their families and everything. So
yeah, no. You can't just in the NFL, they're fighting for that contract. They're fighting for anything. So even if they're on a bad team who doesn't have a good record, they're fighting. They're going as hard as they possibly can because they want that contract, whether it's with a better team or not. At the end of the day, they just really want the money. So
that's true.
they're not giving up. They made it this far. They're when it comes to games, they're really just gonna keep pushing until the end because, like we seen last week, anything can happen at any time.
And talking about last week, the defense.
Yeah,
I feel like they gave up the very last end. Like they was being so conservative, like
yeah,
just conservative. Then everything that happened did happen.
yeah,
The worst happened. Like uh, York missed the extra point.
yeah.
Then they came down, got the blown coverage, scored a touchdown. Then the onside kick.
Yeah,
Amari Cooper, I don't know what the ball did, if it crossed him up or not, but he was trying to hit it out, but the Jets recovered it. Then they go down, march down the field, and Garrett scores a touchdown to seal the game. It's like,
and then we throw the interception.
then Jacoby throws that interception with three people on Amari Cooper. I don't know why he threw that, but
I think that came down to his experience level. He actually had a pretty good game. He honestly played really good, but I think when it came to that last drive, he hasn't been put in that situation many times. So the nerves, I think, somewhat got to him when he started getting blitzed, and yeah, I think he just tried to make something happen. He just did a little too much, which I'm not really blaming him. Like I said, he played honestly as good as we expected him to. If he plays like that, he can lead us to a win every week. Like the
yeah,
offense, honestly, wasn't bad. What we had 30 points. And
yeah,
you can win in the NFL with a 30. You should be able to win putting 30 points on the board. It's the defense that is I don't understand. They said top five last year, so I don't get we have the same players this year. I don't understand what's going on. It's honestly the secondary. It's not even really our defensive line or linebackers. Really, it's the secondary that just they're falling apart back there, and it makes no sense because Denzel Ward's a top DB in the league. Greg Newsome proved himself last year to be pretty good. So I don't really understand what's going on.
yeah, yeah. And when I watched the play more than once. It was definitely some miscommunication. I think what it was Grant Delpit was supposed to. I think Denzel thought Grant was behind him,
Yeah.
and it seemed like he was trying to guard the same route, and Grant was supposed to have the rest of the field. But
Well, it seemed so they were saying that people who rewatched and stuff, they said something the Jets or something, Joe Flacco like motioned the linebacker. I mean not linebacker, the running back, like out the backfield, and it was or he did something with motioning the running back, and once he did that, in the play you can see right after he did it, Anthony Walker like made a call with his hands, like did something like this, like he like changed up the play,
Mm.
and I think somebody didn't see that in the secondary that Anthony Walker changed up the play, and I think that's where the coverage got mixed. I think they went from like maybe like a cover two or something to a cover three where Denzel Ward's supposed to drop back instead of Grant Delpit just being there.
Mm.
Because at first I thought it was Grant Delpit's fault too, but then I was seeing some stuff saying that like he changed up the play, and I think one of them, I don't know for sure whose fault it was, but it was either Denzel Ward's or Grant Delpit's. One of them didn't see the change of the play call, and so
One of them gonna get a pick tonight. One of them is.
yeah,
I
hopefully
felt
they definitely. I mean, they can make up for it. Like that's an easy fix. Like they just gotta communicate more. You just gotta make it obvious, like that you're like they. I think they should all like one if he goes to like change the play or something like this, I think he needs to make sure like everyone needs to do that back to him. Like everyone on the secondary should make the hand signal for the change of the play to make sure that everyone's seen it. Because I honestly think that's what it was. He changed the play, and one of them didn't notice he changed the play. And next thing we know, it's leading to a touchdown.
yeah.
So it's an easy fix. I mean, it's just a communication area, but it makes no sense of why you're like how that keeps happening. Like it happened against Baker Mayfield, and it almost lost us the game, and now it happens again. So I don't understand like why something so like little is happening. Like communication area should be the easiest part of the game for them. Like they just got to communicate. I don't understand what's going on.
And if they lose today with messed up coverage,
Oh,
this type of team,
no,
they already lost to a bad team. But Steelers are not supposed to be good this year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no. If they lose today, there's gonna be
some moves
there
made.
a lot. You're gonna the city man. They're really
The
gonna
locker
hear.
room's gonna be erupted.
It's gonna be bad if they lose today. I think today is what's gonna decide what type of season we're gonna have. If they come out today and like defense plays good, they show them fix their mistakes and all that, then honestly, I think we can have a pretty decent season. I mean, our team's not looking that bad. Running games, same as it always is. They're doing their thing. Nick Chubb's going for over 100 yards every single game. I think he had 3 touchdowns last game. And honestly, like the receivers, they're not doing too bad. Amari Cooper had over 100 yards last game.
Yeah,
And
he could
he's
be. He could be.
he's doing good. Donovan Peoples Jones is proving himself. I mean, he's making great catches all the time. Like I don't think there's really a true third receiver yet,
Not yet.
which I think possibly David Bell could get to that spot, but I don't know. I think that's kind of the little. But honestly, just with our running game and 2 receivers, our offense is doing perfectly fine, and the defense is good. They're just
They just make little mistakes
Yeah.
here and there that are
but
big
those
mistakes.
those little mistakes lead to
big
big things. One little missed call led to us losing the game. One little miss hand signal led to that.
bad all three phases, man.
Yeah,
Special team, um, the defense, and the offense. All three phases.
yeah.
Mistake.
No.
Interception, the Cooper trying to scoop it out, and the
I'm definitely gonna put that game on the defense though, because
Yeah.
all offense and Jacoby did their job. They had us up 2 touchdowns with under 2 minutes to go. That's on the defense
right.
to close that game out. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. A lot of people say like, "Oh, Nick Chubb, he should have went down or he should have went out." And shit. At the end of the day, like, yeah, he should have. That would have put the game like officially closed. But when you're up 2 touchdowns under 2 minutes and the other team has no timeouts, that's supposed to be the game.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, that's supposed to be it. And honestly, I mean, yeah, Nick Chubb could have went out or down, but like it would have been kind of hard because like the first down was like on the 1 yard line.
Right.
So right when he crossed that, the goal line was like right there. You would have had to like fall backwards or something, and he might have not got the first if he went down because like the first down was so close to the end zone. So it was like I think
They
that's why he probably just went in.
they just needed something to talk about and somebody to blame. That's
Yeah,
why they threw Nick Chubbs out there. They didn't know who to blame because it was a heart wrenching loss.
yeah,
That
no,
was,
that loss hurt. Like,
I think, like if if I had a loss like that, I would have a team meeting. This is just me. Like, how did we lose this game?
yeah,
How? Everybody sit down and talk about how did we lose this game? How can we not let this happen next game?
yeah,
And just let the leaders do what leaders do.
they
And
definitely needed to. Yeah, no,
yeah,
like
that's why I
they.
miss Jarvis.
I mean,
I miss
yeah.
Jarvis Landry, man. We don't have that
That's
leadership.
that's what I've honestly thought about. At times, I've thought about like, are the Browns like? Cause you see how Kevin Stefanski is and all that. At times I thought about like, are we at times like too professional? Like it seems like there. It seems like at times they're too much business. Like it's like you don't see the emotion in them come out and the
Yeah, like
games.
Kevin
Yeah,
Stefanski,
like
like
the
he don't
game.
cuss them
Yeah,
out.
like the
I
game's
thought,
an emotional game. You gotta put your heart into it. Like I
yeah,
get like Nick Chubb and all that. He's just kind of like a head down, get to work guy. I mean, he does his job, so he can't really complain. But like someone's on the team's gotta like show their heart and like really be into the game. I mean, if everyone's just business, like all right, head down, we're gonna get to work. Like how are you gonna get anyone fired up? Like that's when you play your best is when like people someone trash talks you or something get you going or all
yeah.
that and then like
I love that because Coach Howard would tell us like, oh, this team telling us they're gonna put 70 on our head,
yeah
and we get riled up. We're like, man, on my mama they not. You know what I
yeah
mean? But yeah, like the coach got to rile the team up, get the team ready, get the team juices flowing. Cause I
yeah
know my coach. Shout out to Coach Howard, James Howard, Howard Huskies. Yes, yes, he does a preparatory college school now. But shout out to him. Um, those type of coaches I love, man. They get in your face. I need to be coached because I can be lazy at times.
yeah
And when it comes to football, I don't need to be lazy because if I'm lazy on the field, we're gonna lose every game.
yeah
But if he got everybody juiced up, your adrenaline going, and you locked in, you gonna play good, man.
yeah that's honestly it's worried me at times like I feel like no one's ever really talked about that so I don't know if that's just something like I just thought about maybe it's just like a not really
I
it's
think
kind of just something a dumb thought or something but like at times I've really wondered that, like, are they a little too professional? I mean, I'm not, none of us are inside the locker room to see how they really are inside the locker room. So maybe there is someone in there trying to fire them up, or maybe there's one of the players, but like, I don't know, like, I feel like you really need, like, you need someone that, like, is really like, all right, let's get going and stuff. Like, even Miles Gifford and stuff, like, he's kind of more, like, not
quiet. Yeah,
quiet, not
he
a
don't.
talker, and like,
Yeah, and Denzel Ward is, Nick Chubb is.
yeah, like
That's why I
someone,
kind of like.
Amari Cooper, someone on there's got to like,
Yeah, Baker put a fire in
yeah,
everybody.
that's what I'm saying. Someone's got to like step up. I mean, I noticed John Johnson. He's a pretty vocal guy.
And Walker,
Yeah,
Walker is too.
they're pretty vocal. I know, like from like even watching press conference and stuff. I know it's like John Johnson. He like you can see like the emotion in him and stuff. But like I don't know. Like at the end of the day, like someone like I'm really curious to know what it's like in that locker room. Like, who's really that like fired up? Are they getting them fired up in there? Or are they all just like we're good, like it's whatever? Because like it's not really like the recipe to success. Like you can only be professional to a certain level. Like at some point, you got to let your emotion come out and
In the game.
yeah, like you gotta really get fired up. You can't like I mean, you watch Nick Chubb score and he just like walks off and all that, which I mean, yeah, that's him and stuff. Me personally, I scored a touchdown. I'm gonna like give a little celebration, not go
Oh yeah.
crazy, but like get excited with your teammates. You just scored or something like that, which I mean, definitely not like complaining about that or nothing. I mean, sometimes it's good to keep your head straight and just head down and work and stuff, but I don't know, just me personally, I like to see more emotion and stuff. Like it lets me know like okay, they're really into the game, like they're really out there, like they really care about it. Like it seems like if you just you just like I don't know. It seems like at times like they just like don't even care.
Uh, you just said some valid points, bro. Like that's what exactly it looks like. Like ever since Jarvis left, it's like that leadership, bro.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
don't know who wants to be the leader, and they're all being quiet. Like I don't want to be the leader. I don't want to say nothing. But with me, I talk. I'm a talker. I talk smack. I talk all types of stuff. I try to get people hyped up. Even if we lose them, like there was a game where it was like 50, 55, and we had 7. No cap. They was still trying to give up. I'm like, no, man, let's still play, man. We can go out with dignity and build for the next game. You know what I mean? They got their heads down. Um, I I had fun with it. So I clown them. I said, oh y'all, I said y'all look like some girls, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man. I get in their heads. I'm like, man, you got your family watching. Come on, you know, we get the momentum for the next game.
yeah.
And I try to instill that. Then we won that next game. It was crazy. So being vocal is very important too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm definitely curious to know like what the inside of that locker room is like.
I
Like
am too.
plus like that also makes me feel like sometimes like I wonder like how bonded is that team like because like I don't know like I really want like 'cause you can't have a winning team unless you guys are like really like a family like you
Right.
guys got to want to play for each other out there and stuff like it can't just be oh I'm
A
focusing
blame
on my
game.
job I'm gonna keep my head down be quiet and just do what I do like you gotta like really care about each other you gotta want to go out there and like you're playing with your friends and stuff like it makes the
Mhm.
game way more fun makes you play way more harder like I know Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, they talk about all the time like how close they are and stuff. And Kareem Hunt says all the time like, oh, if he sees Nick Chubb going out there and scoring a touchdown, it makes him want to go score and all that. So like it seems like they're pretty like good
Yeah.
together. So it just makes me wonder. It really not even all. It's really the defense that it makes me wonder like how close are they? Like I don't know. Like, it just the defense makes me wonder a lot. Like they raise a lot of questions with me.
Yeah,
I
I think
remember I
about it.
watched a podcast. It was called The Pivot. They have I don't know if you ever heard of them, but
Yeah, with Shannon Crowder and Fred
mm,
Taylor
yeah
and Clark.
they interview a lot of NFL do podcasts with a lot of NFL players and like they did a thing in the off season where they went around all the different training camps and like got like 2 players from the training camp or something like 2 of the top
They came
players
to
and
Cleveland, didn't
yeah they did Denzel Ward
they? Hmm.
and I remember in the interview Denzel Ward like he said in the podcast like mentioned about like being close with everyone said he didn't necessarily say he felt like that was missing but he kind of like implied like they said like what can make you guys like better something I don't remember the exact words he said it's been a little while since I've seen it but he said something about that like
Hmm.
if we just become like close and stuff and all that and
Hmm.
so I don't know like that's what makes me wonder like are,
Something
yeah
going
like
on.
I don't know if there's something going on in there or what but like I don't know I guess we'll see throughout the season like I
Mhm.
really do think today's game is really gonna like I get it's only the third week, but I think this is really gonna decide how our season goes. Like
I think they're gonna play with like
if you don't come out
chickens with their head on fire today. I feel like they're gonna demolish the
yeah,
Steelers,
no,
bro.
they have to come out with a fire lit in them or else it's
Yeah,
gonna be bad.
it's gonna be
It's a
bad.
rivalry game too. The Steelers are gonna come. They're coming to Cleveland. They're gonna want to beat us, and of course they would. And
Mhm.
so they're gonna. It's prime time. All lights are on you. Like the stadium's
Quarterbacks
gonna be
Mitchell
packed.
Trubisky. You can't have Mitchell Trubisky beach
And
now.
we really can't lose because TJ Watt's out, and he's a game changer. Like as much as I hate the Steelers, TJ Watt is he's a game changer, and he can really go out there and affect the game. So with their best guy on their team being out, you gotta win this game. Like you got to. Like you can't. And they really need it. We need to put last week behind us
And
and
focus on this
and
week.
and well, they a win today will completely put last week behind us, make everyone forget that even happened.
Mm.
That loss was embarrassing. embarrassed everyone, the fans, everything. No one wanted to even talk about, like, no one wanted to even talk about the Browns this week.
Yeah,
Like that was just, it was one of the worst losses I've ever watched as a Browns fan.
and luckily the Indians, man, they played a great game.
Yeah, no, they definitely did.
Yeah.
They're on fire right now. No, they're definitely on fire. I think they I don't know, like at the beginning of the year, no one really thought we were gonna have this type of team. Like they all kind of like, oh, like this is kind of like we're in a rebuilding phase, something like that, da da da. But like I don't know, the farm system came in clutch this year because they're leading the division right now, and they're on fire. They definitely are looking like they're gonna end up winning the division.
Mm.
And I think they got like a 5 game lead right now in the division, and there aren't many games left. So as long as they don't have a uh, like complete like fold, like they don't completely fall apart, then
Mhm.
because that's the only way we could lose the division right now is if we completely fall apart.
Yeah, that is definitely like I'm not. I'm big on baseball. I don't know the names or familiar, but
Yeah,
the Guardians are definitely high right now.
yeah, no, they shocked a lot of people this year, a lot. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do like in the playoffs because once you get in the playoffs,
It's a different
it's a
ball.
whole new game. Anyone can win. That's one sport that anyone can truly win in the playoffs is baseball. Like
Mhm.
that seeding really doesn't matter, man. Those teams, like you get hot at the right time, you can go on a streak. And that's why I think the Guardians, I think they could make some noise in the playoffs because I mean they've been like they're a really tight team this year. Like you can really see in the locker room and stuff and everything. They're a really like close group and they really all go and play for each other. And I think they could really make some noise in the playoffs. They come back all the time in games. They always come back in games late, no matter what. You can never count them out this year. And I think that's your recipe for success. I think we got a really good chance to go on the run in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, and there's another exciting team like that too.
Oh, the Cavs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Cavs. The Cavs. It's gonna be an exciting year for them. I mean, with Donovan Mitchell coming, that was a huge move. I mean, probably the biggest move since we got LeBron.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think that's the biggest move. The worst move was that Kyrie Irving trade when we got Isaiah Thomas.
yeah, I thought he was gonna be way better for us.
I did too. I did
Where
too.
he was in Boston,
He was a dog.
he was a dog. And then he came here and got injured, and
Couldn't play. We had Derrick Rose playing point guard. Watched that D Wade. We traded like all 7 of them.
yeah. No, I think I don't know. Like the Eastern Conference is just so tough. Like you gotta between the Bucks, the Celtics. I mean, there's a lot of tough
Brooklyn.
teams. Yeah, they're gonna be tough to get by. There's a lot of tough teams in the Eastern Conference this year.
Chicago.
The Heat.
Oh yeah, the Heat.
There's gonna be a lot of tough teams to get by. Like
Atlanta now. They got Murray over there now.
so, like when it comes to making it to the finals, it's really tough. Like I don't know. Like I mean, of course, I believe we can do it, but it's a tough road now. There's a lot of good teams in the NBA now. It's not really many powerhouses.
It's like spread, like the talent is spread out. I like it like that. This kind of reminds me of the '90s a little bit when like you had like Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullins and then you had Gary Payton, then you have Michael Jordan, and then you have who else? Patrick Ewing. You had it was like a lot of stars on different teams. Sabonis. Then you had Reggie Miller. It was entertaining. You know, each team had a main star, literally.
Yeah.
And that's this year. Each team has their main star.
Yeah, I
I
think
like it.
it's gonna be a really competitive year. I mean, I think we can definitely make some noise. I mean, Darius Garland with Donovan Mitchell is gonna be a tough duo. I mean, they're gonna be. I think they're really gonna be hard to stop.
Yeah.
With Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, I mean, that's a tough starting four right
Have
there.
you been watching Garland and Mobley's off season?
I've seen a few of their things. Yeah, I seen Garland. He's looking real tough. I mean, Mobley's only getting get better. You know, he got robbed from
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year last year.
You got there's this YouTube video. I'm gonna send it to Brian. He can play it. Of Mobley running up the court, doing pull up threes, fadeaway threes, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
crossing people up. I'm like,
No,
wow.
I think he's gonna be a special player.
Yeah.
With him, Mitchell, Allen, and Garland, it's gonna be a problem. That fifth spot is it's a little questionable still.
Yeah, that's what I think gonna start at that three carries.
Yeah, I mean, I liked him, but last year there's times where he kind of just went like non-existent. Like he couldn't score or nothing. Like
I think he after the All Star break, he didn't really find his rhythm with the team.
he definitely didn't.
Because when he got traded, he got hurt right away. So he missed some time, and they was trying to acclimate him in the lineup and everything. So he didn't find that camaraderie with everybody, and that's what I think that's what missed Karis LeVert. But Karis
Yeah.
LeVert is a 20-point scorer.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think he could. I don't know.
He could be our Chris Middleton type player,
That's a lot to live up to.
or I can say our team could form to be like Boston a little bit.
I think yeah, they could. They definitely could. I don't know. I think both Garland and Donovan Mitchell could average 20. Because Mitchell's been averaging 25 forever now since he's like been in the league. Garland, he's more of I think he's more of a pass first kind of guy. Last year he couldn't necessarily be because he didn't really have much scorers. That was our problem last year. We didn't have no one who could really go out there. All right, get a bucket. We need a bucket now. Get them the ball. Get a bucket. And I think with Mitchell, that's kind of what you get. He can go out there and get you that bucket. And him with Garland, I think is going to be a tough duo. I think they're really going to do really well this year.
I do too.
I think I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see like what Okoro can do. Like if he's shown flashes of his offensive game, if you can just put it all there, like
And stop being conservative.
yeah, like it comes now and then where he'll show flashes where he'll hit a move, go for a crazy dunk. It's like there, but it's not fully there yet. He's a great defensive player, so if he can get that there, he'd be a good player. I mean, his defense is there. His defense is there, and he's got his little corner 3-point shot that he's.
Yeah, he could pass. He could pass. It's just that he don't have that dog. It's like he's scared to score. Because I watched him when we drafted him, Auburn. He was a scorer in college. He was a scorer. He was averaging close to 16 points?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, 16 points a game for Auburn. And the boy can play. He just got to get that confidence in him. And I think he's going the same trajectory as Jaylen Brown. Because Jaylen Brown's first 2-3 years wasn't like how he is now. And they're the same type of player to me. That was my comparison for him, was Jaylen Brown. Hopefully he has that breakout season this year. I'm hoping.
Yeah. I'm hoping if he gets his offensive game there, he'd be such a good player. Like he can really his corner three is there. That's they had him in the corner a lot last year. He's catch and shoot corner threes there. He's got that down, man. He can dunk. He's had some nice dunks last year. He can dunk for sure. Like if he could just get his offensive game fully there, like he doesn't even gotta be a main player. Like just if he could just get it a little more there, he'd be a tough player, and that would really help us out.
Him and Shetty, like Shetty be looking like LeBron or he do Turkoglu, man.
Oh, Jetty.
Then the next game he looking like Iron Newell, Aaron Snow, and I'm like,
Jetty,
Jetty is inconsistent.
Yeah, he's inconsistent. But when he's on, He's
He be looking like Steve Nash be doing behind the back pass. I'm like, where this coming from?
yeah.
He must have took some vitamins today. So
Yeah, no, Jetty's, I don't know. He's been with us for so long. I think it's just a player they're just going to keep on the bench.
yeah,
Give him a few minutes every now and then when we need him. But he's a guy. He's showing flashes too. He can, sometimes he's on, sometimes he's off.
and it's hard to say because this guy right here is one of my favorite players. But since he came in the NBA, he's been hurt. Dylan Woodland,
Oh, Dylan Will.
right? He's supposed to be a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
He hasn't even played. I don't even think he played 10 games in his whole
Yeah,
career.
probably not.
In his whole career,
Yeah.
it's like he got hurt doing a pro-am game. I mean, pro-am practice with Darius Garland. He got hurt. He's hurt right now.
Yeah, no, that guy, he's
Injury
prone. Very injury prone.
Then now we got Sharif Cooper. I wonder how that's gonna be.
Yeah, I remember seeing him like in high school and stuff and all that. He was tough.
Yeah,
He was really tough in high school. So who knows what he'll do with us?
yeah. We got some nice guards, man. Like
Yeah.
Rubio, Garland.
Do
We
we
got
still have that one from last year? What was his name? He reminded me of like a little worse version of Colin Sexton, like the way he played.
Oh, Brandon, a good one.
Yeah.
I think he is.
I don't know if he's with us still or not.
I gotta see.
I feel like he might have went somewhere because he was low key showing flashes that he
Oh
could
yeah,
be
when
something.
Garland was down, he
Yeah,
was
so
scoring like 20 points.
he might have got picked up by someone.
He probably did.
Because with us, he was just gonna be on the bench, so he could be a little seventh man somewhere,
Oh
a
yeah.
little backup point guard probably.
Oh yeah. I agree. Kevin Love. He's just Kevin Love, man.
He's just gonna be with us till he retires at this point.
Yeah.
There's no more trading him. He's
They say I think he knew he was gonna be here for the long haul. Even though the trade room was like trade Kevin Love, trade Kevin Love, trade Kevin Love. They gotta talk about it. He reminds me of David West. David West when they was in Indiana. Trade David West. They're not gonna trade David West.
yeah.
Until his contract expires or something. Then he won't be on the team.
I think Kevin Love's probably got maybe like 3 more seasons in him, and then he'll probably call it a career.
Yeah.
Maybe less. I think he might stay. I think he might. Well, how old is he now? He's getting up there. He's what? How old is he? I know for sure he's in his. He's got a. My
Like
guess would
34?
be like 33 somewhere around it, but I'm not positive. I say he plays 2 to 3 more seasons and calls it a career. Maybe 3. I give him 3.
3.
I think this season and 2 more. Or I don't know. He might play this season and next season, then call it a career. I don't give him no more than 3. I say 2 to 3 more seasons and he'll be done.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting time. The game today. Hopefully.
What you think the score is gonna be?
Man, I don't know because I mean, obviously the Steelers defense is better than
The Browns.
the Jets
Well,
from what we went against. So I don't think we'll put it at 30 again, but the offense looked good. And they don't have TJ Watt though, so that's really gonna play that's a big factor for them. TJ Watt, without them, they're low key. Their team's not good. Well, like without TJ,
how long is he out for?
I don't know if they ever fully confirmed. I want to say maybe 6 weeks,
6
somewhere around there. I want to say 6 weeks. I think he'll definitely be like, I don't know. But they avoided a scare. I mean, they were talking about having him out for possibly a whole year. So having him out only 6 weeks that's a huge thing for them because he is their team. Without him, they're nothing right now. Like they don't got no one, man. They're nothing. Like Mitchell Trubisky's not good.
Najee Harris is overrated.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's overrated.
He's nothing major. Like they don't really got nothing, man. They might as well just start rebuilding already. Like they're not a team. They're really not. Their players are old. They don't got young players really. They're Kenny Pickett. He's trash. Like he's trash. He did nothing in college really. Like there's a reason no quarterback was taken early this year because none of them are good. Like Kenny Pickett, he's not it. Like, no, he's not it. They don't have a team.
Because Kenny Pickett should be starting. He should be starting.
Well, he's just bad. Like he's just genuinely not a good quarterback. Like
Yeah.
he was an average quarterback in college.
He reminds me of Brandon Wheat. Decent in college. You know, they didn't really have a route tree.
Yeah,
You just throw him the ball like it's 7-on-7.
yeah. No good quarterbacks really came out of college this year. Like they were good, but they're not great.
Will.
But even him, he's not great. Like he's good, but he's not great. To be an NFL starting quarterback, you really got to be great to be a good quarterback. Like you,
Yeah.
let you go to. I mean, Kenny Pickett might start on the Steelers because they don't have no one. Like they're not a good team this year. They're really not. A lot of teams have been losing. Everyone's had a rough start to this year. A lot. I think.
I don't think there's no undefeated team.
Yeah, no. I think
Buffalo.
there's 5 left. I think there's 5 undefeated teams left, and most of them, besides Buffalo, were all trash teams who are just having a good start. I think Buffalo was the only actually good team left that was undefeated. Like I think the Giants are undefeated. Some trash teams who aren't going to stay undefeated. They're just. We should be. We were a minute 55 away from
Them
undefeated.
Falcons, them Atlanta Falcons need to be undefeated. No,
Man, they can't.
Georgia boy.
They can't keep a lead for themselves either. So many leads got blown last week.
Oh no.
Yeah, so hopefully this week's better. You know, hopefully we're not booing again. I mean, yeah, we they act like we want to boo. Like we boo because we gotta boo. Like you blow a lead with a minute 55, we're booing. You deserve to be booed. Like you can't complain about being booed. Like how Miles Garrett, he was complaining about being booed. Like no, like we like that definitely like hurt. Like we didn't appreciate that. Then don't blow a lead with the minute 55. That hurt us.
He didn't understand his
Man, like
he was a problem person.
we're paying to go watch you pay. So play, not pay. So if you're blowing the lead with the minute 55 left, I just wasted my money and wasted my whole afternoon and the whole game to watch you blow a lead with a minute 55 left. A 2-touchdown lead, 13 points. So you deserve to be booed. Like you're being paid that much money, you deserve to be booed if you're blowing the lead. Like it's not like it was a close game. I could see if it was like a close game, like it was a tie game with a minute 55 left and we lost. No, we're up by 13 and blew the lead. So you deserve to be booed. Like that's just something he's gonna have to understand. You can't complain about that. You know the Browns are diehard fans. We ride for them any year, always going to support them 0-16 or whatever record ends up being. Like, we're always there for them. So you can't complain if we boo you guys. Like, no, that just means that's because we're supporting the team. And, like, you should be glad. In a way, you should be glad we booed you. That shows you how much we really care. We cared enough to boo. If we didn't care, then we just, it's whatever.
Yeah. You wouldn't have had them bulls if y'all would have just.
Man, if they would have just closed out a minute 55, we were 2-0. Everyone's happy. Everyone's excited. Like,
just imagine, we could have been 3-0 going into next game.
Who did we play?
Oh,
I don't know.
we play next Sunday, not this
Yeah.
Sunday. Let me see who they play.
I actually don't know who we play.
I know we play this. I think it might be Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
I think it is Baltimore. That's always a tough game.
Yeah.
But I want to see Baltimore when Deshaun Watson come back. Like, I want to see that.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for Deshaun. It's like now he needs to be back. He should have got 6 games, right? We ain't gonna talk about that though.
Yeah, we gotta let that one go.
Yeah, we definitely do.
No, it's
They play. Oh, they play my team. Them boys in Georgia.
we played a Falcons.
Yeah. So honestly, bro, we could have went 4-0, bro. We could go.
We could be 3-1.
3-1.
That's a good record. We could. We really could.
We could.
Well, our schedule does get tough soon. It gets really tough coming up in a few more weeks. I mean, I think we have Tampa, Buffalo, and the Bengals, like back to back somewhere all around each other. I'm like,
Yeah.
You can't come on, like that's not even fair.
I think we play Kansas City this year too. Don't
No,
we?
I think we don't play them this year. We
We
play
play the
Buffalo.
Chargers.
Yeah, we play the Chargers. We play Buffalo, and we play Tampa Bay.
And the Saints. Don't we play the Saints too?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Like, man, Buffalo with Tampa Bay, the Chargers, the Bengals. Of course, we always play the Bengals, but with the Bengals, like, that's a
And Deshaun gonna miss all those games.
yeah.
He ain't coming back until the Houston Texans game, and that's gonna be messed up.
Oh my, bro. This and that's why I wanted us to be on such a win streak now because I know we have those hard games coming up. So I'm like, man, if we could at least win our games now, and okay, we lose those when Deshaun comes back, then we're
can pick it back up.
somewhat in the mix
middle.
too. Because
Yeah.
like we got to be in the we got to be above 500 when he comes back by at least a game if we still want a shot at the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like
we have to.
he comes back what like week 13 because we're off week 12.
Oh
so
yeah, you think you gonna ball out? I think he is.
I hope so. I'll give him one game to settle in, but by that second game, I'm gonna need him locked in.
Yeah,
Because he hasn't played in over a year and a half, so I'm gonna give him one game to settle in and get used to it. But after that, I'm gonna need him to. All right, bro,
Lock in.
you gotta lead us now. Yeah, it'll definitely be an exciting year.
man, just to watch them play is gonna be exciting. I start Deshaun on Madden all the time. So I'm like, wow, we really
They
got
did him
Deshaun.
dirty with his
Ratings.
batting rate. It's like
Oh,
84.
Bro, you got the
Yeah.
next gen. So I simulated. Bro, they every game he played in, I watch it. I just simulate to see how I can tweak them up. That's how I do it. I make it try to feel like real football. He threw 3 picks. 3. He'll have 2 touchdowns. He'll run like twice. Then like 3 picks. Then Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt will have all the touchdowns. I'm like, they really did him dirty on there.
Yeah, no, they did. I knew they were going to. He didn't play all last year and all this stuff. I knew they weren't giving him a good rating.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely an exciting time with all our sport teams, Cleveland in general. Guardians are at their most important part of the season right now. They're looking good.
This season about to end.
Hopefully the Browns can pull it together, get back on the right street. Cavs.
I feel like they need to just blow the Steelers out for everybody not to. Because if it's another close game.
Yeah. It just makes it even more harder because it's a rivalry game. And rivalry games are always close. No matter who's good, who's bad, it's always tough.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, Miles Garrett starts the game off with a sack, set the tone, break the record. If one more sack and he gets the record.
What's the record?
He's 0.5 sacks away from. He's half a sack away from being the Browns' all-time leading sack. Leading the Browns in all-time sacks.
Is Jalen Hurts a top 5 quarterback?
Jalen Hurts? No. No. No.
Nah, he's not.
Jalen Hurts is no. Man, I'm just so tired of hearing about him, bro. Like, he's not. He's literally average. He's not nothing. No, like he has his good games and his bad games, but then he'll have a good game and they're all on him like, oh, he's so good, he's so bad. Like,
It's the team. It's the team that's around him. He got like so many good teammates. His team is very talented. Like he got AJ Brown over there, Devin Smith. He got Sanders over there. Like his offensive line is good.
Yeah.
His defensive line. Slade.
Don't get me wrong. Like
Slade was balling. He locked up. Who did they beat?
Justin Jefferson.
He locked up Justin Jefferson. I was about to say, man, he really
don't get me wrong. Like, he's a good quarterback. He's definitely a great leader, but he's not great.
He's in that tier with like Jacoby Brissett. I put him in the tier with Jacoby.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
I put him above average, but I don't put him as a great. I don't put him up there with the elite ones, but I put him like slightly above the average quarterback.
like Baker.
I'd probably rather have Jalen Hurts, but
Okay, so like Jimmy G,
I guess I don't know. I say who else would be on his level?
Connor Mitchell, Carson Wentz.
No, he's definitely better than them. They're on the bad side. they're on the
Kirk
bad
Cousins.
side. Yeah, I guess you could say, or like a Derek. I put him around like a Derek Carr type level.
Yeah, Derek Carr's overrated. Oh,
I say Jalen Hurts and Derek Carr are probably on like the same level.
yeah,
put
he's
them-
overrated.
Like they're not terrible, but they're not great,
Mhm.
and they have their games. I put them on that type of level.
Like with Derek Carr, I'm sorry, he's up there with like if you put him in a Super Bowl, he'll fall. I'm sorry.
The Raiders, they're fun. They've had a rough story. A lot of teams, and people are struggling this year. Like the Bengals,
Green Bay.
well, I knew they were gonna struggle, man. They don't got a receiver over there. Like I don't know what they thought was gonna happen.
Right.
They don't got nothing. But the Bengals, they're 0-2 too.
Shoot, I'm gonna send an email to the Packers like y'all need a receiver, man. Get me in the building. Let me train for 3 weeks. Y'all just give me $100,000 and I'll score some touchdowns for y'all. Start off.
Their time has come to an end. Their reign. Aaron Rodgers just needs to go out already. He just needs to go out while he still had a good career. I think, man, he's always gonna though. He could never. I mean, he did before, of course, but he never was able to fully reach like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers beyond the league, but like I'm talking about like when they would lose in like that NFC championship all the time. Like man, I would hate to be a Packers fan. You lost an NFC championship all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you came that close every year and could. What? How many rings does Aaron Rodgers have? 1. I mean, at least he did it once. But man, to be a
I
Packers,
think it is 1. I'm trying to think. Steelers. Yeah, that's the only team we beat was the Steelers.
still like, man, it would hurt to be a Packers fan. Come that close all the time. I mean, they were in the playoffs almost every year.
Yeah. Eli Manning has a better playoff record than him.
Probably.
That's a controversy right there. But we're gonna close this show. This was a great show.
Yeah, for sure.
I like
Definitely.
it.
Hopefully next week. Next week.
We continue it.
Well, hopefully next week we have some better things to say about the Browns.
Oh yeah, and then training camp is right around building for basketball too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we definitely gonna collab again. Thank y'all for listening to Come On Red with
Ben Parsons.
and Harlynn Bush.
See you guys next Thursday.
Yes.
Peace.